Hey guys, tonight I want to show you one of my favorite spells that I enjoy doing. It's a spell to promote marriage. It in no way does it compel, bend them, control, anything like that. This spell is pure love herbs, and these herbs are going to help you to bring on that marriage proposal that you've been waiting for. So you've been with this guy for a couple of years, you've been talking about marriage, but you haven't seen anything, happen yet. You haven't even went to pick out rings or anything, so he's just talking about it, but he's not making that move. This candle here, this spell is going to help him move things along the way. It's going to help you tie the knot. So what we're going to do is you guys are going to get a red pull-out candle. It's the red pull-out candle. Okay, so the red pull-out candle, you're going to take the candle and you're going to write everything that you need to write on it. Every single thing that you want to write on it. You're also going to get a petition paper. The petition paper, you're going to basically write like a letter, a love letter on the petition paper. Dear such and such. And you'll write a small, nothing too long, a small love letter front and back. You're going to place his hair in here, your hair, or the fingernails. So you do need something. You need something from him. And guys, if you're doing the spell too, and there's a particular lady you want to marry, you can also do the same thing. The herbs are just going to be switched around a little bit, and I'll show you what herbs you can use, to help move this along too. So, if you have a special lady in your life, you want to marry her, and for some reason she just doesn't seem interested in even, wanting to get married, or says she doesn't want to get married, this is a spell that you can do. So let's start. Okay, you're going to need the red pull-out, red 7-day pull-out candle. Like I said, you're going to write your name on it. You're going to write the letter. Okay, this is what you're going to do. The petition is at the bottom of the paper. It's a petition she wrote out for me. His fingernails is in there, and hair also. And her fingernails and hair are also in there. Everything is written out on the candle, as you can see. And what you're going to need 5 love herbs, 5 love oils, some pink honey, and you're going to also need some string, because when you're done with the candle, we're going to tie knots in them, because you want to tie the knot. So you're going to tie knots all through the candle, over the glass, when we're finished. Okay, so what I have here, I have lover's root, orris root powder, lover's root, periwinkle, coriander, and catnip. So guys, if you was doing the spell, you would not be using the orris root, but you would use the coriander, you would use the lover's root, periwinkle, you will also use juniper berry, and you can use rose hips. If you don't have that, if you don't have all of these roots, I'm going to show you guys what you can substitute. And ladies, you're definitely going to need some rosemary, some fresh rosemary. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pour this whole bottle of pink honey into the candle at the bottom. The whole bottle. You need the whole bottle. It's not that big. It's 1 ounce. We're going to pour the whole thing in there. Right on top of the petition. You can see the petition at the bottom right there. I'm going to pour it all in there. Just a tad bit you're going to save out. As sweet as he is to me, you know, 3 times you're going to say it. So whatever his name is, as sweet as John is to me, so will this honey be. As sweet as this honey is to me, so will John be. So you're going to say that 3 times. And fellas, if you have a lady, as sweet as Jane is to me, so will this honey be. As sweet as this honey is to me, so will Jane be. You're going to taste it 3 times. Just, 3 little dabs, taste it. Everything goes in there. Okay, so now you're going to need 5 oils. Originally, when I first started doing this spell, I used Come to Me, Kiss Me Now, and Follow Me Boy. And the results was great. These were results from when I first started doing this spell and concocting it together about 8-9 years ago. But now what I'm going to do, and I was using a whole bottle I was using a whole bottle, and I would break it down into 3 different candles. Because if you have a whole half an ounce of oil, that could split into 3 candles, but you're still gonna need 3 bottles of this. If you're burning them, you know, running the lights and burning them back to back, then you're gonna need to have at least 3 bottles of this. It's not a lot in there, especially for the size of the candle too. It's not that much. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start putting your oils in there. Once you finish putting all your oils in there, we're going to start with the herbs. So what I'm going to do is add some catnip in there. Coriander seeds. Periwinkle. And like I said, this candle is for, like, if you're in a relationship already, you're not married, you don't, you know, and you know, you've been together for a while and you just want to push things along. Stating your intention, thinking about everything that you want, you know, getting married, well, you have to get the ring first. So, you know, getting a proposal out of this man, or for the fellas, you know, convincing the lady that, you know, to marry her. Because, you know, there are some ladies out there that say they don't want to get married and been together for a couple of years with this man, and they're just like, you know, basically making the man suffer. They really want to do it, but they just want to play hard to get. So this will help you fellas also with those type of ladies. So after you've oiled it up, ladies, you're going to take the orris root and you're going to sprinkle it all over the candle. After you sprinkled it up, you are going to rub it all in. Then you're going to take some white confectionate sugar and you're going to sprinkle that on there too to sweeten up the deal. And this is not an overkill in any way at all. It's a huge candle. Once it starts to, when you light these candles and they start to burn, everything is going to melt in together. So look at that. Okay. So now you're going to add the rosemary. Right in there. Not too much. I mean, this is fresh rosemary too. You could get this at your local grocery. Then what you're going to do, you're going to drop it in just like that. Okay. So now the candle is basically halfway finished. What you're going to do, you're going to get some string. Doesn't really matter what color string you get. And you're going to start from the bottom. And you're going to tie knots in between this. So I'm going to tie this candle up and I'll be right back. Alright, so I knotted about 9 knots in the back of the candle. There's knots going all the way up here. And what you're going to do next is that little bit of honey that I told you guys to save over, that's going to go right at the top. And then what you're going to do, you're going to rub it in. So just going all the way around. And you're going to light some incense with this candle as well. And the last step for this candle is the sugar. I'm going to get some brown sugar. And it's going to go all inside of there. Every time he comes to the house and you make him some coffee and you make him some tea, you give him some of this brown sugar. You make him some cookies. Anything that requires sugar, you're going to use the sugar for him. It's clean sugar. You know, make sure you use a clean bowl. Of course, make sure you wash the candle off really clean. And, you know, it's fresh sugar coming right out the bag. So, every single time, every morning, make him his tea, make him his coffee, whatever he likes, you're going to use this brown sugar. Every single thing. This brown sugar goes in everything he likes. You're going to sweeten him to the idea of a proposal. You're not going to put no oils in it. You're not trying to poison him or do anything like that. You know, a little bit oil. I'm adding more to the top. And that's it. Let's get married. So let me know, guys, what happens.